Paul Prudhome, K-Paul's all the way from New Orleans. Paul, I've eaten your place many times.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll tell you, you are one of the creators of really, when we look at the food shows on television, what's become popular in the last 10 years, you were one of the first really to go national.
Well, you know, it was so easy to take Louisiana food national because it's so different. And yet it's appealing even though it's different. People eat it and they get excited about it.
Sure.
And so it was very easy for me to excite people to take on Louisiana food and to try it. And unfortunately, a lot of people misunderstood it and just think you put pepper in it, which is not true. But it does, I mean, it's still, a lot of people enjoy the good stuff.
Now, I have to tell you, a little funny story. I was watching one of your shows one time, and I watched you fry a turkey. So we got a vat, and we took a burner and stuck it underneath a tire wheel. And there was a big vat full of oil. We seasoned it real well, and then we dumped that turkey into that fryer because we saw you do that. That was the tenderest bird I've ever had in my life.
It's really amazing how you would not think that that would work. I mean, the first time I heard about it, you know, I thought, now, this don't make any sense at all.
Right.
But it really works.
Yeah.
And the reason it works is because the oil, the bird is so big, and the oil holds the moisture inside the bird.
Right.
And it doesn't let the oil penetrate because you're at 350 degrees, and it just works wonderful.
You know, I'll tell you another little story we did. I'm kind of an amateur chef. I grew up in the restaurant business. I saw one of your shows on low-fat cooking. Now, you would think that we're talking about his history and cooking in the roux and everything else, but we started to use apple juice in the roux to give that little sweetness and started to cut down on some of the fat. And you know, that works too. It's surprising.
Yes, you know, cooking is a method of doing stuff, and we're into the method where we use a lot of oil.
Right.
And we think that, and it's true, if you don't put the oil in, you don't get the taste. But that doesn't mean you can't change the method and get a lot of taste in it without the oil being there. And, you know, that book has sold many, many hundreds of thousands of copies. And the biggest thing people tell me about it is that they have learned from the book to make their food that they normally eat much lower in fat, you know?
Well, you know, it has been a revolution. And now with the Food Network going full bore, before when you watch cooking channels, it was really PBS who was at the forefront.
That's right.
But now at the Food Network, it's been a whole different ballgame.
It really is, and it's very exciting. And I think there are a lot of people that are really growing up on the Food Network, and they're doing a great job. And it's very exciting because they're bringing a new dimension, a new light to cooking.
Now here we are in Los Angeles.
I think you have the wrong jacket on, Paul. I think we get a little Las Vegas.
No, this is coffee stuff.
Yeah,
See, it's right in.
all coffee.
All right.
It's right in cooking, you know?
Now, you know, it's funny.
You know, the funny thing is this wine has a little scent of coffee. You know, sometimes the flavor of it, it's interesting.
Yes.
Is he going to share it with us?
I don't think so.
All right.
So I was going to say, pour it on. Yeah.
Pour it on, yeah.
Here we are in Los Angeles, and we have the two most distinct accents that are here this evening with all the chefs.
Right.
Down in we call Louisiana.
I just think you have an accent. That's the problem.
You know,
we speak perfect English.
I was born 3 blocks from here.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's where I grew up, 3 blocks from here. So I'm sitting here in amazement
You
of
look
these
like
people.
you're born in Las Vegas.
Well, that's where I got the shirt. You know, it's funny. He's been on TV for so long, you know, and started this rage. And now when I was telling him, watching the Food Network and seeing all the other people, like Emerald and those coming out. Of course, Emerald coming out of Commanders really wasn't a Louisiana boy. He was Fall River, Massachusetts. Right. But he's really embraced Cajun cooking.
That's true.
You
Louisiana
know?
food, yeah.
And I'll tell you now, everyone knows what a crawdad is.
That's true. And they're getting more expensive for us.
Yeah. All the exports. I remember going through areas near your hometown, even down in Morgan City, where for $2 you got to...
Okay, Paul, I'm going to get you something
We're gonna
to
lose
eat.
him.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, you talk a little bit here. Don't tell him any secrets,
No
all right?
secrets,
No
okay.
secrets.
I think he's going to get another glass of wine.
Right?
You know,
no, I mean, we could get, you know, one of the things, when a French chef would come to New Orleans, one of the things I used to do just to absolutely amaze him is get a whole, you know, like 25 or 30 pounds of boiled crawfish and put it in front of them. Because to them, it was very expensive in France. I mean, crawfish are like $1 a piece.
Right.
And for them to see, like, you know, 1,000 crawfish or 2,000 crawfish, they couldn't believe it, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the way it is in Louisiana. We love crawfish, we love seafood, and we really get a lot of good stuff there, you know? A lot of fresh.
I think that what I know about New Orleans, and I go there at least every year, is that New Orleans food is not fun, it's serious. I mean, you don't open a restaurant unless you're serious about making quality in the food.
It's true, because you won't stay in the business if you don't have a great restaurant. I mean, as many people have tried, thinking that they had the key to doing it, and they would do well for a while, and then they would stop with the quality, thinking people didn't know the difference. And the thing about a New Orleans customer is that they know food.
Right.
And if you don't give them good food, they're not coming back.
Well, you started something, and I have to tell you, I think it's very interesting. When you start blackening, first redfish, next thing you know, everyone's blackening everything they get their hands on. And one thing I noticed out here, what they were calling redfish wasn't true redfish.
That's true. It happened a lot.
They overseasoned it, so you didn't really know what was underneath there.
Well, the thing that really got misunderstood about Louisiana food, and especially with chefs, they'd look at a recipe and they'd think, what makes this Louisiana? They'd see onions. They'd cook with onions all their career.
Right.
They'd see white pepper. They'd see black pepper. They'd see oregano. They'd see then all of a sudden they'd see the line red pepper. Right. And they thought, this is what makes it Louisiana. This is what makes it Cajun. And they would just put the red pepper on. Well, we don't just put red pepper in food. It's a part of 10 other ingredients that has counters for the red pepper, and so you can taste everything before you taste the red pepper.
Right.
And then it makes it a great pleasure to eat.
Now that kind of blackening has gone its way and everyone's trying to blacken and copy you, what do you think in New Orleans is the next trend that might really start catching on to people?
I tell you, it's really hard to tell. The way I see food now in the future is that the whole world is starting to come together with ingredients, not dishes, because we can't do dishes from Cambodia and do them justice in the USA.
Right.
They can't do ours justice. But we can use some of their ingredients, and they can use some of ours to recreate the whole world's food. And I think you see that happening in restaurants, and it's just a joy to watch that. You see things that would never be before, like sesame oil in a Louisiana dish, or ginger in a Louisiana dish, and it works. It makes it taste good, and the most important thing about food is that it has a great flavor, and it gives the customer or the person eating it pleasure.
You know what I found too, and I think that what people have done is they've taken things, let's say from Louisiana, now they're being commercially grown, whether we're talking catfish, crawfish, and now they're still being commercially grown. They're being shipped everywhere.
That's true.
And of course, it is making the price rise locally, but everyone's now incorporating that in food. So you can go almost anywhere in the United States and get something that's called Cajun. Although it isn't necessarily real Cajun, they do have that product now.
Well, like this crawfish came in from China.
Right.
And it was frozen crawfish, and it's not very good, but if you've never eaten crawfish before, you don't know that.
Right.
And so you'll see it in like the in-between fast food restaurants, not the hamburger places, but the next step up.
Right.
And so, I mean, the food is growing, and I think that it's growing in the right way. I think we're making a lot of mistakes, but also I think we're doing a lot of great stuff.
Right.
And I think if you're around here today at this, if you go around and taste the chefs that are here, that are very creative, that are very caring, very good at what they do, you see flavors from all over the world in this food.
Now, Paul, you've come here. Is this your 15th year here?
It's 15th year, yes.
For Meals on Wheels. Do you have something like this back in New Orleans?
We do have a Meals on Wheels program in New Orleans. It's not as old as this one, but it's starting to go really well, so we're very excited about it.
Hey, are you doing some things with some of the chefs too now?
Yes,
there?
we do a Meals on Wheels program. We do 2 events a year with the chefs, and I do participate in Meals on Wheels programs all over the country.
Right.
And it's a wonderful thing to do. It really is.
Great.
It's a great charity.
Well, it's a thrill for us to have Paul Prudhome on. Really one of the, we've had 2 of the best real originators of American food. We had you, and last month I had a one-on-one with Julia Child.
Wonderful lady.
But we had just had more fun with it. We used to say chefs used to be artists. Now they're artistes. now they're celebrities, and that's true. Right. Paul, thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see a lot more of you back on television, though.
My pleasure. I'll have one more thing to say. We love you, America!
You heard it here on The Town with Mike Farah. I found one of our sponsors for the evening as he was tasting the wares, and we thought we'd get the average man on the street, as Steve Allen would say. Well, what do you think? Is the food good tonight?
Food is very good, what I could find of it, because we got here a little late. We were doing some other things this evening, and hello. But what I've had is fabulous. I have a lovely lamb chop here that's been grilled to perfection. And
a dessert right next to it?
No, this is some sort of a terrine.
It It looks like chocolate chips and
I
marshmallows.
haven't hazarded it yet, but
These two people, tourists that you picked out of Universal Studios, you want to introduce who they are too?
yes. Well, this is my daughter, Spencer Karen Grammer.
Oh,
I always
Spencer.
introduce her that way. She
Yeah.
hates me for that. And this is my lovely wife, Camille Donatacci Grammer.
Camille, what do you think of all this? I mean, there's a lot of people here this evening, isn't there?
Oh, I think it's fabulous. I wish we got here a little earlier so we
Me
could
too,
have tasted
'cause
all the
we're all really
wonderful food, but...
Well, you know, it's actually better you didn't because you could not get near the food tables an hour and a half ago.
Wow.
This is the best time to hit them because everyone's kind of eating, they're already dancing, so this is time where you really get the best of it, you know. The chefs are being more generous right now, too.
They're being very kind.
I
Yes,
know.
it's true.
Now, this is, you've been a co-sponsor for this evening, actually. We get around about this, but you're a co-sponsor for the evening.
Yeah.
And this is about your third time with
This is
them,
my
aren't you?
third year, yeah, and it's a great cause. A lot of people get some food when they need it, and the hungry people should be fed.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a great cause, but on the other hand, too, what a party. I
It's
mean,
also a great party, but this party alone will provide 80,000 meals.
that 80,000
So that's
meals,
pretty extraordinary.
all through Los Angeles, not just in one area, which
Yeah.
is, I think, even better. It's not just one specific area, from downtown Los Angeles all the way to Malibu, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's a great event. Now, it's kind of interesting. Wolfgang pointed out to us, for the price of one dinner tab in his restaurant, you can eat at 30 different restaurants tonight.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty cool.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
No, it is
Well,
great.
We grabbed them off the table as they were trying to eat. As you can see, he still has a plate in his hand. We're going to let you go, and
Thanks.
there's a whole set of lamb chops waiting off to the end, too.
Yes,
So
there
we're going to
are.
let you go there, babe. But Kelsey, thank you for spending some
My
time with
pleasure.
us. Thank you all for joining
Thank
us,
you.
all right?
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week on The Town with Mike Farah. We came to you from Universal Studios, the back lot, where Wolfgang Puck and his wife, Barbara Lazaroff, put on a fantastic event from their foundation for Meals on Wheels. Remember, they've raised over $5 million to feed people who are invalid and cannot get out of their own homes. Next week, we'll bring you another great charity and bring you more celebrities who are lending their name and credibility and notoriety to great charities. If you'd like to be involved with us or one of the great charities you see on our show, look at our name, Platinum Entertainment, and our address and phone number. Call us and we'll get you involved. So the next week, I'll take you to another great location and you'll be on The Town with Mike Farah.